Hey guys, it's Carlos CDC, and today we're doing a first look on the 8015 from Cold Steel. I got it on loan real quick. We're gonna be doing a full review. However, I need to do a video for Saturday, so we're doing a first look. Let's go inside. Again, this is not a review. It's a first impressions overview type thing. So this is the 8015. I think it sells for 160, 180 on your favorite dealers. Let me wipe the blade down real quick. There, it's better now. So a lot of people are saying that this is really big blade, blah blah blah, this and that. But honestly, when I opened it up, I didn't think that it was a gigantic blade. I thought, oh, it's a good knife. I opened it on Thursday night, so I have a full day of use. Today's Saturday morning, but I don't consider this a review. I gotta use it more. I gotta do things and stuff. I did do some detail work with the tip, which worked just fine. It's not unwieldy at all. I think it's well balanced. The ergonomic and how it just feels in your hand thoroughly make it really wieldable tool. I cut up an orange too with it. That's why it was dirty. A couple of oranges actually. One in the morning, one in the afternoon. And I wipe my blades down. I have, things to wipe my blades down. Um, so I can continue to do food cuts. The opening and closing, you're going to have to get used to it and develop some muscle because it is hard. I have heard of people change the spring on it. I'm not doing that. This is the Cold Steel spring, but you can even middle finger flick it. I was able to do it. Oh, there it is. So you can middle finger flick it and feels good. But yeah, the other quick first impression that I had of it was it feels really good in the hand. It's extremely ergonomic. Like, this feels great to me. And you can choke up and whatnot. The jimping feels great. And it's reminiscing of the Tactical Pterodactyl knife review of it right here. And that was a custom knife, so I had a real feeling of custom, a feeling of uniqueness, a feeling of solidness. Quick size comparison since we're at the desk here. So this is the Paramilitary 2. It's a little tiny bit smaller. 8015 is giving you a little bit more blade, and it's actually more ergonomic in your hand. It just feels better. I'm gonna be honest. This one, like, my middle finger feels like it's floating. If I go down here, the little tail here pokes me. But everybody has different hands. I'm not hating on the PM2. It is my EDC knife. When you close it, it's actually not that big of a difference. But in the pocket, the 8015 is a little rough. Just because there's texture behind the clip, I think, and also because the clip is a little weird. But then again, for the PM2, I had to buy a $20 aftermarket clip. So you might be able to do that with the 8015 soon enough, as it keeps being a popular model. I mean, so many guys call this one of the best knives of 2019. So another size comparison, another pretty big knife is the Outlast. The Outlast is a pretty cool working knife, but as you can see, the 8015 is a little tiny bit bigger than the Outlast, and the Outlast has a very similar blade. I'm gonna be honest, this has a Gunner EDC sub Gunner if you're watching this edge on it, but even before it was a Gunner EDC edge, it was on the slicey side without having a scary thin blade. And this cuts well, cuts really good through cardboard. Like I said, I even cut up some oranges and it was okay. Action on it is fine, but the uniqueness makes up for it. Okay, last size comparison, the ProTech Sprint. Just because I have these two big big knives, so I want to do a small one as well. So that's your pocket, your ProTech Sprint. As you can see, it's a very classy knife. This is another knife that when I opened it and grabbed it, I really felt like ProTech was at another level. It was executed just extremely well. It's something I really enjoy. The design was well thought out, and the pocket clip is just masterfully beautiful and deep carry. Just everything's flush and done and beautiful. And that's something I felt with the 8015. Again, this is just first impressions, just what I feel. This thing feels cool. I think it's gonna have a mostly positive review when I'm reviewing this thing. Hey guys, since we're talking knives and you guys like knives, give my man Tucker a follow or a subscribe actually. He's American Knife Enthusiast on Instagram, and he's Tucker S on the YouTubes. I'll leave a link down below. He's a cool guy. He's coming back to reviewing. I reviewed him a long time ago, but he's been taking a break because of school. Now he's back. Go check him out. Thank you. I'm really enjoying it, to be honest. And I'm still getting used to the lock. But yeah, 3.5-inch blade, 8 3/4 overall. So it's a big knife, but to me it doesn't feel like a big knife. It just feels like a tool. Again, that's me. If you think the PM2 is big and the Outlast is big, this is even bigger by a little bit. So yeah, it's just personal preference at the end of the day. It depends on where you live, how you live, what you do for a living, who you hang out with. My coworkers never commented on how big it was. They just like how cool it looked. They're like, "Oh man, I really like this one, Charlie." They call me Charlie at work. They asked me what was this made out of. Pretty sure it's aluminum, so I said aluminum. And they just really like the aesthetics. They like the ergonomics, and they were able to open it and close it immediately. And yeah, but again, it just depends on where you're from, where you're at, what you do for a living. I'm a 27-year-old construction worker in Arizona, so my circle, what I do, is just gonna be different. That's why I let people know what I'm about, where I'm at, so they have an idea of where I'm coming from in my reviews. And I keep people in mind in my reviews. Like, this is a knife a construction worker is not gonna use. It's too fancy. It's too nice, and it's kind of small. But like for casual EDC use, this is something most people would be great with. Open stock boxes, envelopes. You can cut down boxes. It's easy to sharpen because you don't have to sharpen, 3.5 inches worth of it. There's only under 2 inches, I believe. So when the Lansky system is just 1, 2 other stones, with this one you're like, you're gonna take a long time. I also have a perspective of casuality, a perspective of Saturdays, Sundays, church, etc. Wearing a suit. So yeah, I can come from different angles, but I do want to explain myself when I do. I hope you guys have an amazing freaking weekend. But yeah, review coming soon. Subscribe this little circle right here. If you press it, it subscribes you to my channel. This is a video that YouTube recommends, and this is usually something I pick. However, I need to do a however